Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to a report by the Liberty Times, the United States government has announced a new round of sanctions targeting 11 entities and individuals based in China and Hong Kong. These targets are accused of assisting the Iranian military and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, in procuring weapons and conducting financial operations. The U.S. Department of the Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC, stated that 9 of the designated targets are companies and individuals from China and Hong Kong who helped the Iranian military obtain weapons. Among them, a Hong Kong-based company was found to be involved in the operation of Iran's secret financial network. Additionally, the U.S. State Department designated 2 companies and individuals in Iran and Belarus for their involvement in conventional weapons-related activities. This move highlights the U.S. government's ongoing efforts to disrupt international procurement networks supporting Iran's military capabilities. According to CBS News, President Donald Trump welcomed the latest U.S. inflation spike, telling reporters in the Oval Office, "I love the inflation." Befreit, this is dem zo, brengt te replace en ik was het die soft. Fear, megen the zuder, lutching me the come, and bear in the great say chod the birches raiding pasa, is a temporary byproduct of a secret U.S. military operation. He revealed that the U.S. has been taking out millions of barrels of Iranian oil through the Strait of Hormuz in the dead of night, including blasting Iranian radar and intercepting 22 ships. Trump claimed on Truth Social that this wildly successful mission has secured the passage of over 100 million barrels of oil through the strait, demonstrating that the U.S., not Iran, controls the waterway. While Brent crude sat at around $94 a barrel, Trump expressed optimism that both oil prices and inflation would fall like a rock once the conflict ends. Despite Trump's positive spin, the inflation surge comes at a politically sensitive time, as the president is currently trailing in economic polls ahead of crucial midterm elections. According to a new poll by the European Council on Foreign Relations, ECFR, reported by CBS News, only 11% of Europeans now view the United States as an ally, reflecting what the think tank calls a collapse in European faith in the U.S. This figure is down from 22% in November 2024. Half of the nearly 20,000 respondents across 15 European countries see the U.S. as a necessary partner, while 25% view it as a rival or adversary, particularly in nations like Denmark, France, Spain, and Switzerland. The poll attributes this shift to President Trump's controversial foreign policy moves, including threats to leave NATO, unilateral actions against Iran, and plans to withdraw troops from Europe. Consequently, majorities lack confidence that the U.S. would defend their countries in an attack, leading to strong support for reducing reliance on Washington, purchasing European-made weapons, and developing independent nuclear deterrence. However, the survey also indicates hope that relations will improve once Mr. Trump leaves office. According to CBS News, the U.S. Embassy in Mexico has issued a safety warning for American tourists traveling to the country for the upcoming World Cup, scheduled from June 11th to July 19th. Mexico is set to host 13 games across 3 cities: Monterrey, Guadalajara, and Mexico City. Because safety risks in Mexico vary significantly by region, the U.S. State Department has assigned individual travel advisories to each state. Mexico City and the state of Nuevo León, where Monterrey is located, are currently under exercise increased caution advisories due to high risks of crime, terrorism, and kidnapping. Travelers are warned to avoid certain highways after dark. Meanwhile, Jalisco State, home to Guadalajara, is under a more severe reconsider travel advisory. This southern state has recently experienced major cartel-related violence, including an operation in February 2026 that resulted in over 70 deaths, and it remains heavily impacted by a missing persons crisis. While Mexico's government has announced the deployment of nearly 100,000 troops to secure the host cities, the U.S. Embassy urges visitors to remain vigilant, stick to popular tourist areas, and check specific regional advisories before traveling. According to CNBC, German humanoid robotics startup Neura Robotics has secured a Series C funding round of up to $1.4 billion. The landmark investment attracted major backing from several prominent U.S. technology companies, including Nvidia, Amazon, Qualcomm, and Tether. European industrial heavyweights Bosch and Schaeffler, along with the European Investment Bank, also participated in the round. According to a source familiar with the transaction, the financing brings Neura's valuation to approximately $7 billion, though the company declined to comment on this figure. The full distribution of the funding is contingent upon Neura achieving specific operational milestones. This massive funding round highlights a broader global trend of surging investor interest in the physical artificial intelligence space. Data from DealRoom reveals that robotics companies have raised a record $55.8 billion so far in 2026, nearly doubling the previous record set last year. While the United States and China continue to dominate the robotics market, European startups like Neura are emerging as serious contenders. David Reger, founder and CEO of Neura, emphasized that the next generation of AI leaders can emerge globally, placing Neura at the forefront of the international robotics race. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.